Hello everybody, Happy New Year! I hope you're all doing really well and you had a great night last night, in your family bubble at home of course. For those of you who have just come across this video accidentally and haven't met me yet, my name is Marie-Christine Zupancic. I am section leader flute of the City of Birmingham Symphony Orchestra and I also teach at the Royal Birmingham Conservatoire. I wanted to make a series of videos on how to improve your playing in 2021 through a better practice routine. How to practice better and wasting less time. How to get unstuck sometimes and shift your mindset. And especially how to motivate and inspire yourself. I know a lot of people were struggling last year, being stuck at home for such a long time and not being able to make chamber music with your friends, participate in orchestral rehearsals, or being at the vibrant and inspiring atmosphere of a music college. When I was planning this series, I did have conservatoire students in mind. However, you do not have to be at a music college to watch these videos. You don't even have to be a flute player to watch these videos. If you play a musical instrument and you want to enhance your playing, get some new ideas and improve your practice skills, then you're most welcome here. The new year is always the best time to change things, isn't it? I don't know if you've done your list of New Year's resolutions yet, or if you are planning to do it today or maybe over the weekend. But I would like to invite you today to think about your habits regarding your practice routine. Do you have a practice routine? And if you do you feel it really supports you? Do you feel that you constantly and consistently get better and you always feel like you're in top shape? If not, what could you change? Do you know what you could change? Do you have any weaknesses, something that you really want to tackle this year? Or are there certain things you always struggle with when you practice? These are the kind of things I would like to discuss in my videos. For today, to start you off on this practice journey, my top 3 tips would be: number 1, just get started. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But I think the problem with starting a new habit or feeling motivated is often procrastination. It's the biggest stumbling block. Often with New Year's resolutions, we don't even start. We might want to eat better or exercise more, but then we look outside and, oh, it's raining today, or maybe I'll start tomorrow. There'll always be excuses for anything. So just getting started is the easiest thing. Don't wait until motivation hits you one day. Get started now. And the best thing to do is grab your phone, it's probably somewhere nearby, put your timer on. What could you tolerate today? If you really, really don't want to practice, 10 minutes, maybe even just 5. Put your timer on 5 minutes and practice for 5 minutes. I'm sure that you can master. And you'll find that the alarm goes off and you're like, oh my god, this is already 5 minutes, and you really want to keep going. Half an hour later, you've already practiced for half an hour. Don't wait for motivation. Let motivation find you once you've started. And that gets me to my second point, which also has to do with procrastination, but when you've already started. Because I think we're all really, really good to try to avoid the one thing that we really actually need to do. We might be practicing a piece that we really love, but this is one bit that's really hard and I just don't want to do it. Same in life. There's certain things like you might really, really need to clean your kitchen, or you might really, really need to phone the insurance company. But there's some things that just really, really get us agitated and we don't want to do them. And then we don't. And they hover like a dark cloud over you as something that you really need to do, but you don't. Or it might even manifest in a slight stomach ache or some tension where you think, oh, this thing I really don't want to do. And often I find that when I just start with the one thing that I really don't want to do, I feel so accomplished that I can tick it off my list and everything else will feel really, really easy. And it's the same with practicing. Take your piece, the piece you're playing right now, and find the one spot that you feel, oh, I can't play this bit, or it's just really hard and I really don't want to do it. And just practice that first. You can even do it with your timer again. Put your timer on, let's say 10 minutes, or maybe even 20 minutes. And you'll feel so much better once you've actually practiced that bit for 20 minutes. And then you can practice the rest, the bit that you actually enjoy. And my third advice for today would be to really start appreciating having all this time. Now, things might get back to normal at some point this year, hopefully, fingers crossed, but realistically, we'll still be at home for quite long stretches. And I think it's very easy to just think about all the things we can't do. You might be able to get to music college, but there might still not be any orchestral rehearsals or chamber music, and you might still spend most of your time at home. But time is your most valuable asset. It is. Once you leave college or once life goes back to normal, remember how little time you always had for anything. Once you start working, I've found that starting to work, and especially in an English orchestra where we work really hard normally, there's hardly any time to practice. And I was so thankful that I'd spent so many hours while I was at college to practice, especially all these famous excerpts. And when they come up, they're still in the fingers because I've spent so much time practicing them. So get your orchestral excerpts out, or finally practice that one piece that's always been on your list, or fix that technical problem you have, fix your scales, fix your articulation, whatever it is. Use the time now. Think about what you can do with this time. I hope this was helpful for today. In my next video, I will be talking more in detail about practice routines. What they are, what kinds of things we should be practicing, how we can make our practice routine work for us and make sure that we constantly get better. If you like this video and you're eager for more, press a little subscribe button, click on that bell, so you don't miss the next one, which should be coming out in the next few days. Feel free to share with all your friends at college. Like I said, it's not just for flute players. I'm sure other people might find it just as useful. And happy practicing. See you next time.